Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this session, we shall try to learn about the most important polypeptidal hormone which is produced from the beta cells of the exocrine gland, that is pancreas. That's simply nothing but insulin. And in this session, we shall think about a brief information about insulin and its structure, and we shall give a simple trick to remember the complete structure of the insulin. So here insulin is going to produce from the beta cells of the pancreas, and once the insulin enters into the blood, it is very much useful in maintaining the glucose level in the blood. So we know that if the glucose level goes to a very high level in the blood, then that causes diabetes mellitus. And if the glucose level in blood goes below the normal value, then that also very problematic to the human body. So the amount of glucose in blood should be very much optimum, and the maintenance of the glucose level in the blood will be done by insulin. As well, this insulin is very much useful in some metabolic pathways also. That is, insulin is playing a very important role in the synthesis of glycogen, as well in synthesis of triacyl glycerols. So in synthesis of these two materials, insulin plays a very important role. And if you come to the main content, that is the structure of insulin, as we said, the insulin is a polypeptide. So we'll be having more number of amino acids. So in case of insulin, there are two polypeptide chains. There are two polypeptide chains which are designated as A chain and B chain. So there are two polypeptide chains in insulin which are designated as A chain and B chain. And in A chain, there are 21 amino acids are present, and in B chain, there are 30 amino acids are present. So as a total, insulin consisting of 51 amino acids. And the two polypeptide chains, that is A chain and B chain of insulin, were joined together through two disulfide linkages. There are two disulfide links through which the two polypeptide chains of insulin have been joined. But if anybody asked you that how many disulfide links are present in insulin, the answer is not 2, it is 3. That is, between A chain and B chain there are two disulfide links, and there is one more disulfide link in the polypeptide chain A. That is, there is an intra disulfide link which is present in A chain, and apart from that, the A chain and B chain were joined together through two the disulfide links. So now we shall see what is the exact structure of insulin and which are the amino acids that are present in A chain as well as in B chain. But before going to the complete details of the amino acid sequence that is present in A chain and B chain, we should learn, or we should know, the simplest way of representing the amino acids. So that we shall do first, later we shall go for the detailed structure of insulin. We know that there are 20 naturally occurring amino acids. We shall look over into the 20 amino acids and the way of mentioning the names of the amino acids in a very simple way. So we shall go the names of amino acids in their alphabetical order. So firstly, the first amino acid is alanine. So for alanine, the first three letters will be taken as the simple way of representing them. So that is ALA. So is the simple way of representing the amino acid ALA. But we can also represent the alanine with respect to the alphabet. So the first letter of the alanine is A. So A is the symbol for alanine. So whenever you will get the symbol or the alphabet A in writing the amino acid sequence, that accounts for the presence of alanine. So the next amino acid is arginine. And in a three-letter form, we can write the arginine as ARG, is the three-letter word for arginine. But we cannot give the letter A for arginine because it is already given for alanine. So we will go with the second letter, that is R, is the symbol for arginine. And we have one more amino acid starting with the alphabet A, that is asparagine. So asparagine is the third amino acid. So the three-letter word for asparagine is AS, but we will be going with letter N instead of P. So ASN is the three-letter word for asparagine, and A is already given, S is given for one more amino acid, so we'll go with the last letter, that is N is the symbol for asparagine. So we have one more, that is aspartic acid or aspartate. So in either of the way you can call. So aspartic acid, so is the fourth amino acid. So for which, so ASP is the three-letter word for aspartic acid, and the last letter D will be taken as a symbol for the aspartic acid. And next amino acid is cysteine. So the first three letters will be taken. Cis is a three-letter word for cysteine, and the first letter C is the symbol for cysteine. And the next amino acid is glycine. The first three letters will be taken to symbolize the glycine, and the first letter G will be taken for indicating the presence of amino acid glycine. And the next one is glutamine. So here also GL and N will be taken for representing the amino acid glutamine. So the three-letter word for it will be GLN, is a three-letter word for the amino acid glutamine. And this will be taken, the alphabet for glutamine will be given is Q, just by going with the word which sounds almost the same way, glutamine, cutamine. So Q is a symbol for glutamine. So we have one more starting with the G, that is glutamate. There's nothing but glutamic acid. So for glutamic acid, the first three letters will be taken to indicate the glutamic acid, and for glutamic acid the letter E will be given, just which is the letter before to the letter G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So before to G we will be taken E. So one more things. So G has been finished. So we'll be going with one more, that is histidine. So the first three letters HIS will be taken to indicate the histidine, and the first letter H is given for the amino acid histidine. And the next amino acid is isoleucine. So the first letter I and LE so will be taken to indicate the presence of isoleucine, and the first letter I will be taken for indicating the presence of amino acid isoleucine. So next it is leucine. So the first three letters will be taken, LEU, and the first letter is the symbol for leucine. So nextly it is lysine, the other amino acid whose name starts with L. So the lysine is indicated in the form of three letters, that is LYS. But L is already given, so we'll go with the letter before to L, that is K, is a symbol for lysine. So next amino acid is methionine. The first three letters MET will be taken to indicate the amino acid methionine, and the alphabet for methionine is M. So nextly it is proline. The first three letters are PRO, and the alphabet P will be taken for indicating proline. So nextly it is serine. So the first three letters S-E-R is the three-letter word for serine, and S will be taken for the indication of the amino acid serine. So next it is threonine. So threonine, the first three letters THR will be taken to indicate the threonine, and the first letter, that is T, will be taken for indicating the presence of amino acid threonine. So next, similarly, we can go with the remaining amino acids starting with the alphabet T, that is tyrosine. So tyrosine is the amino acid. The first three letters TYR will be taken, and T is already given for tyrosine, so we'll go with the second one, that is Y is the alphabet taken for tyrosine. So we have one more amino acid starting with the alphabet T, that is tryptophan. Tryptophan is the amino acid. So we are having two rings in case of tryptophan, and for that let us say in this way. So tryptophan, TR and P is the three-letter word for tryptophan. Since in tryptophan we are having two rings, so just symbolically indicating with W. And then the next amino acid is starting with the alphabet V, that is valine. The three-letter word will be VAL, and there is only one amino acid with alphabet V, so the symbol for valine is V. And the last amino acid is phenylalanine. So phenylalanine, so once again the three-letter word is PHE, but we have already one amino acid starting with P, that is proline, for which we have already given the alphabet P. So we cannot use the same alphabet once again for this amino acid, that is phenylalanine. But phenylalanine, so it sounds of the same type, so we will go with the letter F. So these are the simple ways of representing the amino acids in the form of three letters as well as in the form of alphabets. So just by remembering these things, it is possible to remember the complete structure of the insulin. So now we shall write the two polypeptide chains of insulin, wherein the A chain consisting of 21 amino acids and B chain consisting of 30 amino acids, which are bonded together through disulfide bonds, two disulfide bonds. And now we shall look over into the details of the amino acid sequence present in both A chain and B chain of the insulin. Remember the 51 amino acids that are present in the two polypeptide chains of insulin, that is in both A chain and B chain. So shall remember two simple stories that gives us a good information regarding the amino acids that are present in each and every chain, so that it is possible to frame the disulfide links present between the two polypeptide chains of the insulin. So for the A chain, we can remember this story. So just you focus on the alphabets in this story. So we are having all four alphabets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So quarterly Q, come C, consolidated C, test T, schedule S, in I, computer C, section S, leave L, E, your Y, quarter Q, level L, exam E, notification N, year Y, come C, N, number. So this is anyways the examination time, so you can remember this story. So give quarterly come consolidated test schedule in computer section, leave your quarter level exam notification year, come number. So here you can notice GIVE 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So there are 21 amino acids that is present in A chain of the insulin. So here we shall go with the amino acids. So G accounts for glycine, I isoleucine, V valine, E glutamic acid, Q glutamine, C cysteine, T threonine, S serine, I isoleucine, C once again cysteine, S once again serine, L leucine, Y tyrosine, Q glutamine, L leucine, E glutamic acid, N asparagine, Y is once again for tyrosine, C cysteine, N is once again for asparagine. So totally there are 21 amino acids that are present in the A chain of the insulin. So how we have given the story for remembering the amino acid sequence in case of A chain of insulin. Similarly, we can go with this particular story so as to give the amino acid sequence in case of B chain of the insulin. We already said in case of A chain there are 21 amino acid, and we said there are totally 51 amino acid residues in insulin. So if already 21 amino acids are present in A chain, then B chain should contain 30 amino acids. So like how we did in case of A chain, here also shall focus only on the capital letters. So FVN, so favin, quiescent Q, his H, local L, chief C, general G, for shelving S, H, L, V, early EALY, leave LV, chief, general, urged ERG, for financial, year, tribunal PKT, or you can remember it as packet. So now we shall look over to the number of amino acid residues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So in case of B chain, we are having a total of 30 amino acids. So now we shall go with the amino acids. We already given in the last content the alphabeticals which are given for the amino acids. F accounts for phenylalanine, valine, N accounts for asparagine, Q accounts for glutamine, histidine, L for leucine, C for cysteine, G for glycine, S for serine, H for histidine, L for leucine, V for valine, E for glutamic acid, A for alanine, L for leucine, Y for tyrosine, L for leucine, V for valine, C for cysteine, G for glycine, E for glutamic acid, R for arginine, G for glycine, F for phenylalanine, F for phenylalanine, Y for tyrosine, T for threonine, P for proline, K for lysine, and T for once again threonine. So totally 30 amino acids are present, and now we shall see the amino acid sequence and the number of disulfide bonds present in the insulin. The skeletal framework of two polypeptide chains of insulin. This is the A chain and this is B chain, and this A chain is consisting of 21 amino acids, and this B chain is consisting of 30 amino acids. This is the N-terminal amino acid, this is the C-terminal amino acid of A chain, and here this is the N-terminal amino acid and this is the C-terminal amino acids. And now by remembering the story given for both the polypeptide chains, we shall go on distributing the amino acids in each ring. So the first case, in case of A chain, the story we said is give quarterly come consolidated test schedule in computer section, leave your quarter level exam notification year come number. This is the story we said. So we shall go on adding the things. So give, G-I-V-E, the first four amino acids, and here glycine is the N-terminal amino acid of A chain of the insulin. So give quarterly come consolidated test schedule in computer section. Leave your quarter level exam notification year come number. So this is the amino acid sequence in case of A chain. And if you come to the case of B chain, so in B chain, so like how we have given the amino acid sequence in A chain, in the same way, just by remembering the story, that is Faven questioned his local chief general for shelving early leave. Chief general urged for financial year tribunal packet. So this is the story. So now we shall go on adding the amino acids. So Faven, that is F, V, N. So is the first three amino acids, and here F accounts for phenylalanine and is the N-terminal amino acid in case of B chain. So Faven questioned his local chief general for shelving, SHLV, shelving early, EALY, early leave, LV. Chief General, CG, urged, ERG, urged for financial year tribunal packet. So there are 30 amino acids. So as we said, the two polypeptide chains, that is consisting of 21 amino acid in A chain and 30 amino acid in B chain, there are two disulfide links that are joining the two polypeptide chains. And here the two disulfide links that are present between these two are, so between the second cysteine unit present over here as well the cysteine part of this chain, and the second disulfide link that is present between this and this will be the second cysteine unit present from the last as well as with this one. So these are the two disulfide links present between the two polypeptide chains. And apart from these two disulfide links present between two polypeptide chains, there is one more disulfide link present between two cysteine units of the A chain, that is between this and this. So as a whole, there are three disulfide links present in case of insulin. So just by remembering the two stories what I have said, it is very much easier to write the complete structure of this insulin. So now